A lot of people keep asking how I got into rugby. Well, if you know who I am, then you know that I've been playing American football for my whole life. You know that I've been playing basketball a little bit before. There have been 3 people that have been involved in this entire thing. So to be completely honest, this is really how I got started. There was a guy that I played with in Silesia named Mashik, whatever. So I played with him, and he was a rugby player. He used to play in Warszawa, but he moved to Gliwice in 2020, I think. I'm not sure when, but I heard he played rugby, and I'm like, dang, I always wanted to play rugby. So I just never got the chance to, because just me, I was just being scared and didn't want to do it. So I guess he played in the current club I'm playing in now. So again, I'm thinking, dang, do I really want to play rugby? This is the second guy that actually gave me confirmation to go ahead and play rugby. Preston Hamlet. I played with Preston Hamlet at Bismarck, North Dakota for the Bismarck Bucks arena team. I don't know where this came from. He wrote me one day on Twitter out of the blue. I think he did. I don't remember who reached out to who. He said I should just go for it. Really said I should just go for it, because I don't know how this happened and I don't know why this happened. He said I should just go ahead and go for it. He thinks I'll make a good flanker. Everybody else said I would make a good wing, outside center, inside center, flanker, but who knows? I don't know. I just play wherever I'm put. He basically was like, he could see me turning this into a career. It was crazy because the timing was just, it was just so strange how all of it just happened. So I think it was a few days later, this is like 2 or 3 days after this happened. I prayed about it before, and then I reached out. I was just looking for people, whatever. I reached out to one club that was nearby in Ruda, named Ruda Schwatka. And then I reached out to another guy who was the former president named Pavel Litovsky. So I reached out to both people from both clubs, but it turns out one guy wasn't with the other one, which is the current club I'm with now. So Pavel directed me to Hegemon, which I am currently with right now. He directed me to them. I guess he told Mashik that I wanted to come to practice and whatnot. And I had no idea that he knew Mashik, but turns out he did. But I guess he didn't know that me and Mashik were already teammates. So I'm like, oh wait, I know him. I know this dude. I already played with him before. That was clear. That was all good. On the other hand, it was crazy, man, because it's like everything just happened so fast. So I've already signed with the team in Germany, my American football team in Germany. This is 2023 now when all this has happened, when I got that confirmation from Preston. This is 2023, and I'm like, I think it's like, what, 3 weeks before I have to go to Germany. So I'm just like, golly, man. I done went to my first practice. It was good. It was all chill. Bro, I'm talking about them dudes was practicing. And I'm talking about, like, it was crazy. It was literally technical. I walked in, I was the only black guy, so I'm like, of course. But it was cool though, man. When I first came in, Mashik was sticking by me throughout all the stations and whatnot. He was telling me, hey, do this. He's saying, do that, do this. And this is also how I got better with my Polish, because I don't want them to speak English most of the time when they're demonstrating stuff, because I want them to speak their native just so I can pick up on it. Like now I know Leva Prava, stuff like that. I'm still learning, still B1, so yeah. The practices was just, it was amazing. My first practice there was cool. The running was, at the end, was kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. We were in the gym because it was snowing. But I got to my first scrimmage and we played Ruda and it went well, you know. I didn't know what to do. I froze up a lot because I'm like, oh, I got the ball, what do I do? And then, you know, a few stops after that, it just clicked. I'm like, okay, they gave me the ball. I was playing the 11, which is a wing. They gave me the ball, I just took off. Overall, my transition from football to rugby, the main difference is definitely the rules of the game. The technique and everything about football and the rugby are nearly the same. And I know people are gonna say, no, it's not, but peep this. If you're catching a ball, you know, in American football, we throw the noose, like we throw up our noose or whatever when we want to catch the ball. It's the same thing for rugby. Always got to keep your hands together just so one will go through your hands. Technique, fundamentally sound. So it was a different type of feeling. I'm like, dang, okay, I'm in this sport, you know, what am I doing now? So after that scrimmage, I'm like, dang, man, I really want to get better at this thing. So what did I do? I kept working at it. Football season in Germany ends. We win the championship in Germany. Now I'm in rugby. This is where everything gets this is when it gets so good. I'm in Poland again. I'm having fun with the guys after, you know, I think a 3-day camp. swell. Then the season rolls around, you know, scored my first try in the very first season opener, all good and whatnot. And then they had me jumping on lineouts. This is where I started to love rugby. So they had me jumping in win and I think on offense as a lineout jumper. And man, this is the most fun thing about rugby because I'm literally using my vertical, and people that know me knows I like to jump. So rugby literally allows me to be the best athlete I can be. That's what I love about rugby. And if it's anywhere that's a specific need on the team, they can put me there. And you know, I'm utilized on attack and win. So attack is basically the offense and win is defense. The transition was quite smooth. The only thing I was struggling with were the rules. The rules messed me up all the way. The rules are totally different. You can't tackle no higher than here, I believe. But I got yellow carded, I think 2 times. And yeah, thankfully I did not get red carded and disqualified from the game. I learned from it. I learned a lot since this past season in the fall. And I'm ready to see what's gonna happen next because I'm very curious to see what I can do now that I understand the game more and everything is much more, you know, straightforward instead of thinking so much. And I really want to pursue a rugby career because I feel as if I'm not being utilized all the way in American football. There's been, I think, 2 teams that have really used me like that. And I think my worth is really being seen more in rugby, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Rugby really is bringing the best out of me right now. I'm 27 years old, so I feel like I have a little bit more time. And you know, rugby is just a sport where I'm at the point where I'm like, dang, bro, this is really fun. I fell completely in love with rugby. And last year, the people that know, they know. There's a lot that's going on behind the scenes with rugby that I'm not currently talking about because if I talk about it, it's gonna get shut down because I'm gonna be blocking my blessings by talking too much. So I'm not gonna disclose any information, but there's a lot going on behind closed doors and behind the scenes. And I really want to make an emphasis on this rugby thing because honestly, I'm not in it for the money. Although it would be cool to, you know, get paid for rugby, but I'm not in this for the money. This is something I love doing. Like I love, you know, waking up every day and doing something I love doing. Sports has always been my entire life. I already have a backup plan already. I just want to go after everything right now and not wait any longer. So with rugby, I'm definitely gonna use every single bit of talent, every single bit of God-given ability that I've been blessed with and devoted to rugby. And the season with American football, I'm giving my all to sports this year. But yeah, this is it's just a no-brainer. Just being honest with you, football is still gonna be the same. If I'm playing, I'm taking that serious. If it's rugby, I'm taking that serious. And the only difference is my love for rugby is growing much more than football now because rugby is becoming that top tier sport for me, in my opinion. So yeah.